Hello everyone and welcome to today's discussion on why introducing your children to reading at an early age can be extremely beneficial to them. My name is Ashton Cash and I will be presenting today. I myself am a lifelong reader, but there are many who are not. May I have a show of hands for who likes to read in the audience? Okay, great. What about who does not like to read at all? Yep. I have many friends who don't like to read. Who could, take it or leave it. They don't mind reading, but they don't particularly love it either. Yep. Okay, that's great. Thank you for your participation. Um, Whether or not you love to read or hate it, it is still very important for your child to feel comfortable with reading. It's a very large part of today's school system, and it's a large part of, developing as an individual. Um, Part of the reason, it is so important is to introduce your children to reading at a young age, is so that they may be able to think on their own. Reading can help individuals, especially children, learn how to conceptualize problems and how to deal with those problems. They become more independent thinkers, and they're able to, better handle their emotions, their anger, their sadness, their joy that they may encounter on a day-to-day basis. They're better equipped to handle those emotions if they are indeed strong readers. In addition, all of this, they're, increased reading comprehension, they're more comfortable with writing pieces, and, reading out loud in class, things like that. This will help advance them in their schoolwork, as well as, as they mentally and emotionally grow. It will allow them to do that as well. So dealing with emotion, emotion is something that, as any parent, I'm sure you all know, I personally do not have any small children, but I babysat a lot. And I know that emotions for small children can be very difficult. They get so overwhelmed that, all they can do sometimes is scream or cry, and they can't explain to you what the problem is. Well, reading can help improve that quite a lot. Whenever you read, you're able to, take a step back from yourself, and you can look at the characters' emotions in the story, and it allows you to see how they deal with their problems and take that into your own life and try and use that method, or maybe not. Maybe the characters didn't deal with their problems correctly, and it hurt, other characters in the story. But either way, they can see those problems, they can see the way that the characters deal with them, and they can take that into their own life, and they can try and use that to display their own emotions and explain it to you in a more sufficient manner. It can also, like I said, it did help. It can help you explore your emotions. And it's similar to whenever someone plays sports. Do any of you all like sports? Okay, a few sports fan out there. I didn't play a whole lot of sports in high school, but my mom loves basketball, and it's amazing the way that sports can help you express emotions. And reading can do the same thing. It just, people don't think about as much. Sports, a lot of times it's anger, it's excitement, things like that. They're able to work that off in the gym or work that off during practice or during a game. But reading can do the exact same thing, all from the comfort of your own home. You're able to explore new universes, you're able to connect with characters, and you're able to express those emotions through those characters. When I feel sad, I, try and find a book that I've read in the past that has either, made me very, very happy to the point where I forget my sadness, or, sometimes I actually try and find a sad book that I know will make me cry. And then that way I can express that emotion, both for the characters and for myself, for whatever it is that I happen to be going through at the time. So, how to start? How to start your child reading? Some some people plan it out. Some people decide, okay, we're going to have this many books for a child and we're going to read this many every night. But it's very, very simple. You don't have to plan all that hard. You can start anytime. Some people, you can start during pregnancy. Just the sound of your own voice to the baby, and whatever you may be reading, that will help comfort the child. And they'll hear that voice, they'll hear the words at a certain point in gestation, and they will know that that calming tone, of that voice is something that they really like, and that they can begin to, whenever they are born, that will carry over, and they can know that reading, with you is something that will be comforting. Again, like I said, when they're born as an infant, you can try reading children's books to them. You can try reading, showing them picture books, things that, will catch their interest. But you can also read books from your own library. Many adults are actually, reading children or just talking to them, but, they sometimes read them out loud, like for example, their political books or things like that. Things that would be appropriate, or that's not the right word, but things, no romance novels, I should say, but, political books, history books, things like that. They'll read them to their children. And, just having those words spoken to a child can greatly help their mental capacity. There are many studies that have been proven to show that just, children who are exposed to more words are better equipped later on as they grow up throughout their life. So the more words, the better. Some children's books that you could introduce your child to are ones like Harry Potter. I myself am a huge Harry Potter fan. This is one of the few sets that I own. And Harry Potter, really introduced the love of reading to me. I was able to learn about new stories. I was able to learn big words. I was able to express emotions and see how different worlds worked. And it was just a wonderful way for me to, learn about reading and learn about new ideas. So, that's something that I myself would recommend as a great book series to start if you're, wondering. So in conclusion, I just want to impart to you all that reading really is a wonderful way to help your children succeed in life. It allows them to think independently, to learn new things, and to express emotion. Those three are some of the biggest things that a child has to work on in order to, succeed in society. To think independently, to learn new things, and express their emotions in an effective manner. That's something that you're always going to need to use. Reading with them can help you and your child bond. And it's something you guys can do together. It's something that your child can look forward to, and you guys can share that experience, that love of reading together. It's a comforting thing that you guys can do with one another for your whole lives. Again, the importance of reading, it cannot be stressed enough, especially starting at an early age, because they are more likely to be interested in it. Once they hit school, it's a little bit more difficult because, teachers require reading, and so they don't want to be forced into it. And so if you can, nurture that idea of it reading for fun then at an early age, then it's really, really helpful for their success as a reader later on in life. So I do want to thank you all so much for coming out today and listening to me, give this small presentation on the benefits of introducing your child to reading at an early age. Again, my name is Ashton Cash, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them now. After the questions, I encourage you all to go around the library and look around for some books that you could use to introducing your child to reading with. So have a great day, everyone.